Hello, people of planet Earth. Welcome back to A Bit of Company. I've seen the very best and very worst of humanity this week. So quite frankly, I need your company. So thank you for giving it. And I hope that spending 10 minutes together, we can just lower the anxiety a bit, feel a little bit less lonely and strange. And actually, Dave in Birmingham goes by the name Waistcoat Dave. Very cool dude. Check him out on Twitter. He said, Math, where's my mug? And where's everyone else's mug? Dave, you're quite right. So, here is a tray of mugs for you all. Everybody wanting tea? Jolly good. Sorry for the coffee people. So, I'll get to work on this. Meanwhile, we've got some new music that I think might well become the theme music of A Bit of Company. And I'll explain why we're not using James Brown anymore, despite you all voting that the theme music, which was a very fine choice. But here is some quite exquisite music from some friends of mine. I just realised I didn't give you any milk. I'm so sorry, the service here is terrible. Of course, you might not all want milk in your tea, but I'm going to give you it anyway. So check these wonderful musicians out. They're called the TC Quartet. Trisha Boutet is in Norway. Sebastian Girardot is in France. And I've run out of milk. Adrian Cox is in the UK, and so is Denny Eiler, who is a great, great friend of mine and has been for years, and he's a world-class musician, as are they all, in fact. So drink your tea and listen to this beautiful music.
Self-isolation, it's sending me round the bend. Self-isolation is sending me round the bend. Gotta lock down this old fever, or it ain't never gonna mend. Hey, hey.
Man, is that not just the best thing? Oh, thank you so much, folks. Denny, I was in love with you before, brother, but now, man, I've been playing that around the house to death. Check out their other stuff too. Seb, Trisha, Adrian, can't thank you enough. TC Quartet. The link's at the bottom of the screen. Please chuck a few quid in the hat. Let's look out for musicians, because, man, we need them. Life's not life without them. So why can't we use James Brown? Well, first of all, sorry, Canada. Yes, Canada banned A Bit of Company last week. And I've got family in Canada. Some of the finest people I know live in Toronto. So, John, Olive, everybody, we love you madly. Yeah, banned. Copyright infringement. The James Brown that you all chose as the intro music, which we love, let's be honest, was, I think, over 30 seconds long, and, we didn't pay for it. I'm so sorry, Mr. Brown. From beyond the grave, he never missed a trick when it came to cash. So we're going to try and use music that doesn't carry that copyright. So God bless the TC Quartet. We've made a donation to that track, and hopefully keep supporting them. And we'll use my own music as well. So, yeah, apologies that you all voted James Brown, but, blame Canada.
Should we blame the government or blame society?
Or should we blame the images on TV?
No, blame Canada! Blame Canada! For their beady little eyes and flapping heads on all their lies. Blame Canada! Blame Canada! We need to form a full assault!
Didn't that song win an Oscar? I think it might have done. You'd all feel a bit shortchanged if I didn't do the normal film slot. Although I know that there are some of you out there who call this, if you pick one more film as your favourite film, I'm going to throw that tea all over you, Matt. So another film that is my favourite film, being as there are so many now, is It's a Wonderful Life by Frank Capra. And I know you're all going to groan and say, that's so obvious, Math, and it's so sentimental and schmaltzy, but this is why we have to talk about it, because I will fiercely defend it against that charge, as will Mark Kermode, the most respected film critic in the land. It is not a cheesy, easy, sentimental movie. It's a hard movie. George Bailey, the lead character, really goes through it. And not just that night of the movie, for those of you who've seen it, but his whole life is about deferred dreams, settling for less for the needs of other people, and disappointment after disappointment. And then finally, you know, he has this terrible night where he thinks, having sacrificed his life for his family business, he's going to lose the whole thing. And with it, his house and everything he provides his family. And the stress is too much. And you find him here at a bar at the end of his tether.
Dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope, right? Show me the way, oh God. Are you all right, George? Want somebody to take you home, huh?
Oof, James Stewart, what an actor. What a scene. I always struggle to get through it. But they all turn out for him in the end, including his wife and his family and everyone in his town, even the people who were serving him with a warrant for his arrest. They rip it up. Well, you watch it, and his brother, who he loves and who he's given everything for, turns up in a blizzard from New York. Anyway, I'm going on about it, but it finishes with a wonderful quote, which very much typifies what Camarado stands for.
Mary, I got him here from the airport just as quick as I could. The fool flew all the way up here in a blizzard.
Harry, how about your Banford in New York?
Oh, I left right in the middle of it. As soon as I got Mary's telegram. Good idea, Ernie. A toast. To my big brother, George, the richest man in town. That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Well, no one is a failure who has friends. So, after the wonderful Patrina was our guest editor in the last episode, we are going back to the man, the voice, the master, the man who owns this segment of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, here is...
Hello, I'm Carl. Welcome back to the Self-Isolationist Handbook.
So what have you got for us today?
Right, so I mentioned in the earlier film that importance of the routine, but I didn't go into it much. I've been isolating now for more years than I can count. I do go out, but even then I'm usually by myself. But I found early on that getting into routine was important, and writing a routine down is even more important. A great thing to use, an app called Habitacat. Somewhere to sort of store your habits, and so you get reminders for doing them as well. And so we can do your own custom habits, so you can use templates from different things. But the thing I love about it, I've been using it now for about 3 years, are the quests. And sort of people invent quests for things to do, and you get a prize of a diamond at the end of it, which you can spend in the store shop, buy equipment for your avatar. Quest could be something just as simple as brushing your teeth 3 times a day. Sorry. Also in Habitica, we have things called clans or groups, sort of just bunches of people getting together and working towards a common aim. The main one I'm involved with is Knights of Academia. And it's mostly people interested in learning and sort of discuss books, have a reading groups. We have study sessions. A lot of people involved are students.
Oh, right.
And,
So it's a great way to actually meet people through this app as well.
It is, yeah. Like for the study thing we do, we sort of study quite often for 25 minutes and have a break of 5 minutes. And each time you study for 25 minutes, you tick a box. So,
well, yeah, I think my kids could use this. So this app is not just for routine in your day, but it's also routine for studying, which is grand.
Oh, there's all sorts of things. We sort of done recently. So we had do an origami train every day.
Really?
28 days. Book of origami paper.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
And I bought it ages ago, and I couldn't find it. And I found it in a kitchen cupboard. God knows why in the kitchen cupboard, but...
Well, that's obviously where you decided to keep your origami paper, doesn't everybody?
Makes a change from the freezer. Take care, folks. Stay safe. Look after yourselves and look after each other. I love you all.
Thank you, Cal. Couldn't do this show without you, mate. So, look, do you mind actually if I just put your teas over here? Is that okay? It's getting a bit crowded in here. I'm just going to put this down over here. It's now time for a small Scottish Scout says thank you to the NHS.
I just want to say a big thank you to the NHS workers for doing a massive job keeping COVID-19 contained. I also want to say thank you to the janitors and cleaners working behind the scenes. Most of us don't notice them doing what they do, but they are there. So I just want to say thank you and maybe pay a bit more attention to janitors and cleaners. Bye!
Normally I end this show by playing a bit of pub piano, but I think we're going to let some proper musicians do it this time. And I'll see you at the next bit of company. Be well. I hope that you're all okay. And if you're not, our thoughts go with you. And as my old man used to say, peace, happiness, love each other. Take it away, TC Quartet.
Yeah.